Hello, good morning, everyone. This is Dr. Arya from GSS INYS. I'm here to welcome you all for today's online health talk in observation of World Mental Health Day. It is indeed an honor to introduce our esteemed speaker, Dr. Sobiha, who is currently heading the Department of Psychology at JSS Institute of Naturopathy and Yogic Science. Dr. Sobiha has over 6 years of experience in field of naturopathy and yoga and has made significant contribution in integrating psychological well-being with holistic healing practices. Her expertise and dedication to promoting mental health through natural and yogic approaches have benefited both students and patients alike. Today, she will be sharing her insights on the theme of World Mental Health Day, helping us understand the importance of nurturing our mental well being in today's fast paced world. Please join me in warmly welcoming Dr. Sobiha to deliver her talk. Over to you, ma'am.
Good morning, all. Thank you, Dr. Arya. So, now let's start with the session, today's session on World Mental Health Day. Fine. So, before going into the actual theme of this year, let's understand something. What is actually a mental health and how the evolution has happened age wise. So, first, before 1800s, the ancient understanding is like mental illness, it is actually often misunderstood as a possession or a punishment. It is not considered as a illness. It is considered as a punishment, which is for the people who is doing this karma and all those things. But when you take Ayurveda, yoga, naturopathy, and all the traditional system of healing, they considered the mental health as a holistic form of healing. So you have to heal your body, mind, and spirit to be healthy. So this was the concept in all traditional system of medicine, like practicing pranayama, following sattvic diet, and following a mental routine along with the physical routine will make you a complete healthy person. So coming to the early institution era, 1800 to 1900, the mental asylum began. So there the cure was not so much into So coming to the early institutional era, that is 1800 to 1900, they considered mental illness as a punishment. The treatment for the mental illness was given in the form of punishment rather than the therapeutic aspect. It was so custodial, and it was so much into like giving treatments for jail people. It was like that. Okay, then after that, they come Philippine Pinel and Dix. They both changed the way of treatment, like more of human treatment than the custodial action. This happened in early institution era, that is 1900 something. Then coming to the psychological revolution, where the all psychologists who came into action with different questionnaires for different kind of mental illness, like psychoanalysis and different kind of therapies and psychiatric hospitals, community support were started to rise in the psychological revolution era, that is after 1900. And at present, 1950 to 2000, that is called as modern psychiatry or era. So they started making psychiatric medicines for all the psychiatric problems, and psychotherapies were started to evolve, like behavior therapy, cognitive therapy for memory. All those therapies and counseling modalities were started to evolve during the modern psychiatric era. So WHO, they officially recognized mental health as an integral part of your health in the year 1948. Then after that, World Mental Health Day was first celebrated in the year 1992, which was completely initiated by the World Federation of Mental Health. Okay, so from then we are celebrating World Mental Health Day, like it is an awareness day which was started in the year 1992. Next, coming to the contemporary era, which we are now 2000 until. So they focus on community based care and workplace well-being and digital mental health. So the mental awareness, health awareness was keep on changing according to the needs of the society. So after COVID-19, more importance were given to the mental health. Okay, so mental health is now seen as a shared responsibility for family, school, and the society. So when you are mentally fit, you will be physically fit. That is the concept which is going nowadays. Now, this is a very small introduction about the evolution of psychology. Now we are going into the World Mental Health Day, which was started by 1994. Okay, so major 19 from the 1994, they started for improving the quality of mental health services throughout the world. For that point, they started this day. So from then on, each year the theme is changing according to the society needs. Okay, so after that, WHO came into action with the they get partnered with the World Federal Mental Health Federation, and they started organizing this day in a combined way. So WHO and WFMH, they combinedly come together and giving awareness regarding this day. So WHO began the global reports. They started taking global reports, data, and campaign to support the governments and the NGOs for policy making, what is needed for the society. Accordingly, the policies were made. Okay. Then after that, what happens? They both combined with government health departments, NGOs, mental health professions, and all the personal advocacies. They combined with all the social formats, and as on now, totally 150 countries we are actually giving awareness on this day. Okay, so these are the key themes from the recent year. So for 2017, mental health in the workplace was this was the theme for that year, which focused on promoting mental well-being at work and creating support stigma free environment. The focus was on mental health in the workplace in the year 2017. Coming to 2018, it was young people and mental health in changing world. So highlighted the challenges faced by the youngsters in the evolving digital and the social environment, how to cope up all those things. That was the theme in the year 2018. Coming to 2019, it was suicide prevention awareness, aim to raise awareness about suicide as a global health priority and promote preventive measures. So to maintain the mental health well-being, to prevent the unwanted death, they concentrated on suicide prevention in the year 2019. Coming to 2020, mental health for all. That was the theme given by the Mental Health Federation. So this happened in the year 2020. So stressed on the importance of investing in mental health. So investing in mental health in the sense working out for the mental health, like journaling, taking your own space, taking your own time to maintain your mental health. So all those activities were given importance at the year 2020, especially after COVID-19. We all know during the COVID-19 pandemic period, the people started to kill themselves. Like their mental health was so down, they started to kill themselves. They started to do certain abnormal activities, which actually created so much deaths, right? So prevent all those things, they created a theme called mental health for all. In that, they just taught the importance of mental health and how to prevent, what are the activities can be done. All these were happened by the year 2020. Coming to 2021, the theme was mental health in a unequal world. They drew attention to mental health disparities and the need for equity in mental health care accesses. Okay, coming to 2022, the theme was make mental health and well-being for a global priority. It is not concerned to only one community, it is actually a global concern. So they took that as a theme and they gave awareness regarding those things. Coming to 2023, it was mental health is a universal human right. So how you live, that is a human right. The same way, maintaining your mental health is also your human right. So that thing came into action by the year 2023. And at last, 2024, the theme was mental health is an uncertain world. So now we are living in a community where we are so much accessible to all unwanted things. So in this scenario, how to maintain the mental health, that was the theme in the year 2024, focused on maintaining emotional stability and resilience aimed global uncertain and change. So whatever may be the sudden change happening around you, how to maintain the mental health properly. That was the theme given in the year 2024. So the World Mental Health Day was celebrated. They gave awareness not in a random way. They chose a topic which is so much important for the society and they started giving awareness. Now coming to this year 2025. So this year theme was access to services, mental health in catastrophes and emergencies. Like this is nothing but how to maintain the mental health in case of any disaster or any pandemic condition or emergency. That was the theme framed by World Mental Health Organization for this year. Okay, so this is the theme for this year. So in this, I'm going to explain you about mainly for children. Okay, so children, they are so much vulnerable and they are so much getting affected with all this mental health issues when sudden emergencies or any disasters, anything which comes into our society or which comes into their life, they are so much vulnerable. So let's see what are the things, how they are getting impacted, and how we can help and support them to bring them out of that scenario. So supporting children's mental health in catastrophes and emergencies. This is the topic we are going to discuss in brief. Okay. So first of all, why they are so vulnerable? Because they are generally the emotional instability and all the neuronal instabilities will be there. It is not a matured mind, so they get easily vulnerable, right? So their mental health can be affected through separation from their parents, their caregivers, loss of home, schools, or even friends, exposure to violence, media coverage, and all the disastrous what is happening before them or what they are seeing. Each and everything will be impacted for the children, and their mental health will be in a chaos. So impact, these can manifest as what and all it can be. be manifested, what symptoms they can give you, like anxiety, nightmare, like bedwetting, clinginess in the sense holding to the caregiver, always holding to the parents, they are not going anywhere, all those things will be there. And poor concentration, even they will have post-traumatic stress disorder. That is nothing but after the trauma, they have certain issues. The result, the overall thing which will get impacted in their brain, which will not be removed, which is not actually removed, and they get post-traumatic stress disorder. So this, like this, the symptoms will be shown for the children. Okay, so common reactions, what they'll do in case of emergencies. I have divided categories: toddlers and preschoolers, school age children, and the adolescents. In case of toddlers and the preschoolers, what symptoms they may show is like, as I told you, clinginess to the parents or the caregivers. They get so abnormal nightmares or a very disturbed sleep, trauma or frequent crying will be there, tantrums will be there, regression taking care of themselves, and regression in toileting, all these things will be there. So this will with this you can predict they may have affected with some issues, with some like society things, they may show this kind of symptoms. Coming to the school age children, they will have increased anxiety and worry, irritable and or mood swings will be there, poor concentration and difficulty in learning will be there, social withdrawal, being separated from all those peers, social withdrawal will be there, or they don't do all the activities, they stay silent, calm and serene. So these symptoms will show in case of school aged children. Coming to the adolescents, they outburst with anger, they show so much of frustration to parents or to the loved ones whomsoever who are there with them. Then persistent sadness and very low mood, risk taking behavior, changes in their sleep pattern, even in their eating pattern, their appetite also may change. So these are the changes which we can see, which we can observe for the children at this age. Okay, next coming to, so these are the activities which are which your children is showing. So how you can help them, how you can help them to come out of that. So you have to give security, reassurance and guidance. Like, you are not going to judge them, you are there to support them, you are there to bring them out of that scenario. So you should make them feel that sense of reassurance and guidance and the security. So what you can do, listen to them actively and validate their feeling, provide the predictable routine, provide a proper routine to them so that they don't think about all those things, they start coming out of that, and offer emotional support and comfort, and show them a calm and serene environment and behavior. So how to communicate with them? Use simple language according to the age. So even if they are a toddler or school children or an adolescent, you have to speak in their language to make them feel comfortable. Encourage the questions and honest answers. Let them speak. Don't just stop them with a single word or something. Let them speak. Try to label, try to address their emotions. For example, you can say, I see you are scared. So they feel like they are validating my emotions. So they start to open up. They start to open up what they feel. They start to open up what has happened. So this kind of approach should be there with your children. And coming to don'ts, avoid dismissing the feelings, like don't be afraid. You just ask, make them let the emotions come out. You don't just stop the emotions like using some pampering words or something. Let the emotions come out so that it is not going to affect their mental health. Avoid overwhelming unnecessary details. Don't tell too much of detailing to about a situation to a children, because your mind is matured enough to understand that, but the children brain is not completely developed. They will think in a very different way. This type of communication should be there. It should be an open ended communication. You should give security, reassurance and guidance. They should feel like you are there for them in any situation, whatever is going on in their life. Then importance of routine, when to take a meal, sleep, study, play, exercise, everything should be balanced. You should do along with them rather than teaching them. You should do along with them. Then they will easily get accompanied with all those things. Okay. Then give sense of control in uncertain times. So if they are not able to control their activity, try to make them try to bring them back to the normal scenario by giving them proper guidance. Then physical safety plus emotional predictability should be there. This will give you a stable mindset for the children. Fine. So when to address their symptoms, signs or symptoms more, what are the red flags you can see is persistent sadness will be there, always in a very low mood. Whatever thing you're going to give them or whatever they are going to do, that is not going to excite them. They will be in a very sad mood always. Then they will have anxiety, nightmare, and aggression or the withdrawal, which is more than 2 weeks. They are so much agitated for more than 2 weeks. Then you have to address that. It is a very important thing. Then you school decline in their school performance. They are not having food properly. All those things also you have to address. Then physical complaints like more of headaches, stomach issues without any medical issues, then you have to look for the mental health. So these are the red flags which are very much important to be addressed to bring them back to the normal mental health. Next, building resilience. Teach problem solving and coping strategies. Don't just give them all the things or all the solutions. Just teach them the problem solving ability. Give them the problem solving ability and how to cope up with the surrounding environment, the coping up strategies. That is more than enough. They will take care of their own issues in a proper way. Then encourage positive social connections, positive peer formation, positive surroundings. Encourage positive connections rather than negative connections. Um, then also you should not suppress the negative. If they are having any negative social connections, let them open up to you. Then you can take a proper decision. Don't just address them with fear, or don't just give them the show your faces or anger. So that complete negative part will be neglected. It will not be shown to you. This will be a very much impactful thing for the children in future. Then coming to reinforce self-esteem, you have to prize their efforts, not just only the outcome. Don't give appreciation if they are going to get first mark, or if they are doing some project with success, coming out with success. Try to appreciate the effort. This will give them support. They will make more effort to bring positive outcome. So always prize their effort rather than their outcome. Then you have to foster hope, highlight recovery stories, focus on strength. So, like, you have to give them words of hope. Like if one day it is very low, the next day will be good. So that kind of hopeful words or hopeful activities, hopeful things should be shown to them to build their mental strength. These are the things you have to concentrate on resilience building. So when you build all those things, it is like building a proper wall around a fort, which is going to protect the fort completely. It is like that. So all these things, when you do properly without getting panic, without getting tension or frustrated, your child will be a good citizen afterwards. Okay. Then if you need support, you can go for local resources like counselors, child psychologists, helpline, and NGOs. Online supports, nowadays you have many online supports like mental health app, webinars, virtual counseling, all those things. In case of any emergencies which is going to come under psychiatry, you can go to the hospitals or disaster helpline things. Okay, so like this we can prevent them from the emergency situation also, and you can build their mental health in a very positive way. So here I have mentioned some recommended activities according to the ages. First, for toddlers and preschool from 2 to 5 years, common reactions we have already seen before, like clinginess, nightmares, tantrums, and regression in toileting, and even self-care activities. So you, how a parent can respond to all those things: first, give them physical comfort and reassurance, like hugging and holding them so close to you will give them a good proper connection. They'll feel so much secured. This will give them a proper rewiring of the mental health. Then maintain a predictable routine like proper sleep, proper meal, proper play, proper out. All those things should be maintained properly. If any one is not there for a prolonged period of time, definitely they will have a hollow space in their mental health. So everything should be in a proper manner. Use very simple language to explain the events and the safety measures. Don't tell them this, that, and all. Very simple language which is so much understandable to the kid. Like that, you should share the safety measures and the events. Anything is happening. Then encourage expressive play like using dolls, stuffed animals, drawing. They can do whatever they want. Encourage those things. Be patient and avoid punishment for regression or the tantrums. Whatever they are doing, don't react too much. Don't give them punishment. Rather, make them feel like they are not in a comfortable zone and bring them back to the normal health. So for this, what all activities you can do for them is like play therapy using doll like action figures or stuffed animals. You can play with them, or they can play, express their emotions. Whatever they want to do, they can do. Then you can use drawing or coloring book to express their emotions. Story time, like you can impart safety, courage, and feeling by telling story, by showing them the pictures. All those things you can do. Then routine based game like singing, dancing, structured play, all those things you can do. And short mindful breathing exercises, like that should be also in a very fun way. For example, blowing a balloon. How much ever balloon they are blowing, you can reward them with positive things. So these are all the recommended activities which you can do for your toddlers and the preschoolers if they are so much out of their mental health. Next, coming to the school aged children, 6 to 12 years. As I told you, they have anxiety. They have anxiety, worry, irritable or mood swings, poor concentration, and difficulty in learning, social withdrawal, avoiding their friends, activities, everything will be there. So how you have to address is listen actively and validate their feeling. First, observe and listen. Hear to whatever they say and validate their feeling. Maintain a daily routine, including your homework, meal, play, all those things, it should be in a daily way. You should not skip. You should tell them the importance of daily routine. Let them do that. Then encourage creative expressions through art, journaling, and storytelling. All these things can be done. Teaching basic coping up strategies like deep breathing in case of any stressful situation. Teach them mild deep breathing, mild mindfulness, relaxation, making how to make them relax. All those small things you can teach them. Then support peer connection safely and encourage social engagement, like support positive friendship, support positive social engagement. You should always have a eye on all these things. You should not stop them, rather support positive and good friendship and social engagement. Then what are the activities which you can give them or they can do? Art and craft therapy, like painting, clay modeling, creative activities or craft they can do. Then they can start journaling, like writing thoughts, feelings, and gratitudes. Mindfulness and yoga can be taught to them, like simple breathing exercises, guided relaxation, and then kids yoga. All those things will encourage them. Then problem solving games like puzzle, board games, all those things which where they use their brain. So all these kind of games can be introduced to them. Then storytelling and role play, acting out scenarios to process the experience. Let them play the role and feel how actually the character will experience. So all those things can be included at the age of 6 to 12, that is school age children. Then coming to the adolescence, 13 to 18 years, that is the adolescence age. They outburst with anger, frustration in case of any scenario. Then persistent sadness and low mood will be there, risk taking behavior. All these things we saw previously. So for this, how you can react is respect their need for autonomy while staying emotionally available. So you have to just address their emotions, and you have to be emotionally available than materialistically available. Okay, next like encourage open discussion about their fear, feelings, and experience. Whatever they feel, let them speak. Let them speak to you, let them open up to you. Then try to give them the proper positive guidance rather than yelling at them. Provide opportunities for good friend support and group activities. You can introduce mindfulness, yoga, physical activity to reduce the stress. Monitor if any serious health are there, you can seek professional help. Next, for them, you can recommend reflective journaling, like writing down their emotions, their fear, or any kind of things. They can write it and they can read that. Then ask them to sit and think how to react to it, that is reflective journaling. Then art and music therapy, like drawing, painting, playing instruments, any kind of sports activities, all those things you can make them do those things. Then peer group support, safe peer group support, safe discussion spaces to share the feeling and the coping up strategies. Yoga and mindfulness practices, like longer section. There you can you the previous thing you we went for shorter breathing techniques and everything. Here you can give them little more longer breathing session, meditation, guided relaxation, even active physical activity. All those things can be recommended, and you can make them volunteer in any helping activities, engage them in social projects, and they should feel the purpose of their existence. They should have the control of their emotions. All these things can be done with by making them help others, making them the feel a sense of satisfaction by helping others. Those things can be given as an activity for adolescent kids like 13 to 18 years. So these are the important things which you have to focus on, mainly on children of different age groups, in case of, if in case of emergency, and also any mental health issues, you can address them with all these activities. For this, the parent should be very much supportive at this scenario. In this time, the parent should be so much supportive, the parent should be so much open to them, so that you get the complete access of what they do and you can guide them. Always guide them. Don't just make them rules and ask them to follow. If you guide and if you are doing that thing, it will be easily reflected, and they'll do that accordingly. So this is what the complete talk is all about for today. I think you have got a very good insight on very important things. So maintaining a physical health, how it is mandatory, the same way mental health is a major priority from infant to the old age. It is very much important. And thank you for spending your time, and thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Sobiha, for your insightful and inspiring talk on the occasion of World Mental Health Day. Your valuable inputs have truly helped us understand the importance of mental well being in our daily lives. We would also like to express our heartfelt thanks to our principal and the management for providing this wonderful opportunity and constant support in organizing such meaningful sessions. A special thanks to all our online viewers for joining us today. Stay tuned and keep following us for more enlightening talks. Until next time, take care and prioritize your mental health. Thank you.